All right, shalom, shalom. Shabbat Badia. Come at you another video going in on these modern day Christians, man. The modern day Christians, and the reason why I say that is because today they're trying to pretty much say that what we're saying, what we're speaking on, what we're preaching is false, is not true. And this modern day Christian individual goes to show you that he's not learned, or he's well unlearned, so to say, and the Lord's not dealing with him. But it just goes to show you that this truth is very special, and that if you understand it, hold fast your faith. And like the scripture says, let no man take thy crown. You have to remember, the deceived and deceiver are the Lord's, and the wicked is losing right now. So they need as many people as they can to draw in to them, talking about going into modern day Christianity, all those other type of things, you know. But without further ado, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BaHaSham, YAHAWASHI, BaHaSham, RAWACHAA, QADASH. Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone, taught me the truth of the Spirit. Single honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion that faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Give me 1 second, please. 1 second, really quick. You gotta make sure something right, because it ain't. I had footnotes, but Satan took them away. I don't care. I'm doing this blood raw now. This is just raw. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Like I said, all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, BaHaSham, YAHAWASHI, BaHaSham, RAWACHAA, QADASH. YAHAWAH is the Heavenly Father's name. YAHAWASHI is the only begotten Son's name, whom the world ignorantly called Jesus. But English and the letter J did not exist 2,000 years ago. So who are you praying to? Double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Single honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3, and to the confusion faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. So let's get right into the video. Biblical defenders, please subscribe to this brother's page, man.
See, we take the dangerous thing about what these Hebrew Israelites are doing. See, they understand that the black people, the brown skin race, we have went through, oppression for several years, 50 years. And so what they do is they try to use that as a manipulative tactic to try to bring, people in. So they lie to people. And they go like I see they go back to the street corners and they pretty much everywhere now. I just saw quite a day on the east side. You know what I mean? I hear it now, man. And so what I notice is that they don't even target certain individuals, people who are not usually rooted in scripture. Because even Israelites do not believe in the Bible. If you met with they twist scripture, and they commit all these great hair fantasies, and they were part of the biggest heretics on the planet Earth. They just, you know what I'm saying?
So let's pay attention to everything he just said right now, okay? He said the Hebrew Israelites are everywhere. True. He also said that we divide. YAHAWASHI did that. I'm going to prove it. He said we don't believe in the Bible. We're literally out there on the corner with the Bible in our hands, so we don't have to go into that. And he said we're worse than Muslims. I'm like, that's funny for you to say something like that, because for one, Malcolm X was a Muslim, And there's one thing I do agree with Tariq Nasheed. Jay, we have the purest form of Muslim or Islam, I should say. What I mean by that? Not going according to their practices that they actually do over there, meaning that in the way that they carry themselves and conduct themselves. We ain't beating our women. We not, you know what I'm saying, mutilating our women and castrating them and things like that. You know, no, we don't do that. But besides that, how the hell we worse than the Muslims? That's another story. So let's get right into it. He said we everywhere. The Lord said that. And I'm going to prove that by going into the book of Isaiah. I'm doing this blood raw in a sense. I actually put in my footnotes too, but still everything, the scriptures and everything, I don't even have pre-made. I just paid attention to what he said, and I already knew where I was going to go through the Spirit. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 20. As for us being everywhere. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yes, that's that slavery that we went through, sir. Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. There's a reason why you seeing us everywhere. The Lord said you will see his teachers. So you complain, yeah, the Hebrew Israelites everywhere. You damn right. Like the Lord said, his judgment shall go out like dew that falleth from the heavens. Same way we popping up everywhere, man. We like raindrops on your forehead. All right, Chinese water torture to you. So yes, we are everywhere. Isaiah 30 and 21. And thine ear shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right and when you turn to the left. And that's what's putting fear into these modern day Christians today, man. A lot of people are leaving en masse from the modern day churches because what's happening today? They're seeing all the hypocrisies. They're seeing all the adultery. They're seeing all the dogma. It's like even the Bible says they have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. So there's people who really do believe, but they're not really informed on the true teachings of the Lord. Understand? Because what's the spirit of Yahawashi? At the end of the day, what is the spirit of Yahawashi, whom the word ignorantly called Jesus? His spirit is the spirit of prophecy. All these emotions, all this unnecessary commotion, this prosperity doctrine. I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Joel Osteen got called out by by Edomite country singer saying, how come your congregation doesn't go into prophecy? Okay. And what happened to our people? Transatlantic slave trade is also prophecy. It's called I ain't gonna say it's called. It's in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. Okay. So going back, you said we everywhere went into that and divide. And we divide. Did not the Lord say he was going to separate the sheep from the goat? So if the Lord said he can separate the sheep from the goat, what's wrong with us divide as well? Did not the Lord say that two parts therein shall be cut off, but a third part shall be brought through the fire? So that means even the Lord divided. So how you going to sit here and say that we divide, but you act like the Lord will divide? And it's the same individual right here that said the Hebrew Israelites don't believe in the Bible. But brother, let me say this real quick. I was going to pull out a precept, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it. You don't believe in the Bible because you're doing two things wrong right now. Number one, Paul said, does not nature teach you that it is a shame for a man to have long hair? That's a rhetorical question anyway. Number two, how you be talking about the Lord or preaching about the Bible when your head covered? Women supposed to have their head covered. We're not supposed to have our head covered because we're covered we're created in the image of the Lord. So you don't even believe in the scripture. You're not even living what you're trying to preach. Keyword, trying. All right, so let's get back to it. So you're talking about divisions. The Lord said he was going to bring division. What is this? Right here is a 52. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 51. And not the dust of this precept in the whilst I brought this one out. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. What? The Lord is saying this. I tell you, nay, but rather division. So even the Lord is about division. So how dare you open your mouth and say that? Now, getting back to the lesson at hand. Because man, we're going right into it with you, modern day Christian. Y'all been disrespecting us for too long. And all we do is come out and try and wake you up, but you want to remain asleep. And I never forget when I was doing martial arts, this sister, she used to do martial arts with me. She was very intelligent. She like worked at 4 different colleges. She was a biology major and all kinds of stuff. She was a teacher and all that. She said, I was talking about how people stay asleep. She said, Jay, she said, Jay, have you ever tried waking up somebody who dead asleep? I said, yeah. She said, don't they get mad at you? I ain't even know what to say after that. She right. These people want to remain asleep. That's why. What happened when you know when you were younger, right? You had to wake up for school. What happened when your parents or your guardian, whoever was raising you, cut on that light? You wanted to get mad. Why? Because they disrupted your sleep. Same thing with us. We trying to shed light to these individuals who want to remain in the dark, but they hate the fact we trying to wake their goofy asses up. I'm about to go there in a minute. He upset me. But I don't like the way how they just say that we're deceiving people. We're lying. We're not teaching the truth. But they can never pinpoint what it is that we're lying about, allegedly, or what is not truthful. That's what irks me, because Elder Pastor Hart did an impromptu live, which kind of got my spirit roused up, because the elders, man, I don't play about. I love the elders, but I felt his spirit. I'm like, he got my spirit fired up. That was yesterday morning. So I've been sitting on this, man. So let's keep going. Let's keep going with the video.
They using that to their advantage in this market. But that was, like I said, was not really, certain scriptures and all. So what they do is they're trying to do scriptures like, it seems that Jesus kind of, he stands a nice sheep.
This man said there's 1,000 precepts that said salvation is for all people. And he started to quote John 3:16. He said there's 1,000 of them, 1,000,000 of them, but he goes to the number one that all modern day Christians, unlearned Christians, go to. John 3:16. And guess what? I'm gonna tackle that like Ray Lewis, but I'm gonna keep playing this real quick, all the way up to like the 3-minute and 18-minute mark. But majority of what he's saying is like 5 minutes long, and the rest of the video is a brother commentating on it. But I'm letting you know it's gonna be about maybe another 3 minutes of him talking after I'm done with this segment, and then I'm gonna close out. But I'm getting straight to the point. I'm not even playing with this dude.
So they're trying to use that third word and say it's not talking about cosmos. Cosmos is what it's referring to, meaning God.
He said that they say he's not talking about cosmos. We deliberately say he's talking about cosmos. You in your right mind, we know you're not going to the blue letter or the coordinates, because guess what, my guy? Not only did I go into the blue letter on my app, I literally have a Strong's Concordance from the beloved brother Ariah, GMS Temple. Bought this for me years ago. So we're going to go into that word cosmos. And I'm going to pull out 2 precepts that's going to actually destroy what you're talking about. Okay?
I'm not talking about a specific group.
Yeah.
It's a precept is cosmos. So that's the case. That does not exclude a certain race of people. You know what I mean?
You know what? Salakia. I'm going to just go there right now. All right. So, in the Strong Concordance, come on now. Don't act like that now. This is Strong's G, what is it? 2,882. It says, is it 82? Oh, it's like 86. Cosmos. All right. And it clearly says worldly, cosmic in the second sense. Is this the right one that I had picked up before? My apologies, y'all. 2,889. 89. My apologies. 89. I did all this kind of like off the cuff. It says orderly arrangement, decoration, the world. Now it says to go to 2,885. We go 2,000. We saw 2,865. This is G 2,865, which they claim the basis from. And it says from a primary, homeo, take care of, to provide, bring, receive. Now think about this. Didn't the Lord receive us out of Egypt? Did not the Lord say he will provide for us in the land of Israel? We read Deuteronomy 28, the first 15, 16 verses. The Lord said, no enemy shall come to thee. You shall not be afraid. You shall never hunger. All those things, I'll fight your wars for you. But if you disobey me, from what, verse 16 all the way to 68 are curses. They are like literally 3 to 4 times more curses than blessings, because the Lord them bullish. He didn't ask for much, but he'll give you much if you up, right? So going back, the Lord, the cosmos goes back to a certain sector of stars. Think about it. Did not the Lord say that we are numbered as the stars of heaven and the sands of the sea? Right? Also, think about the word world itself in the general sense. You have Sea World. You have Disney World. There was a band called Jimmy Eats World. In MTV, they had a TV series called Real World. In the MLB, they have the final finale of who's the best MLB Major League Baseball team. They have something called the World Series. Understand? So the world literally goes back to a community, like a certain sector of people. If we in America go over well, it's kind of modernized, but imagine if you went over to the rural areas of China, you'll still see people walking out there with their pan legs all the way up to their knee, planting rice in ponds. And that goes back to ancient times, old times. That's a whole different world. Who the hell you know over here doing that? That's what I'm saying. It's a whole different world. Go to Russia and look at their ancient, how should I look at it? Ancient buildings, right? Ancient artifacts. They look like you're going to Baskin Robbins getting sherbets, all different colors and everything, all fancy, and the construction. It's a whole different world. Hell, even that one song, a whole new world. So it's literally 3 different types of worlds in the Bible. You have the John 3:16 cosmos. Then you have in Matthew 26, where it says, I will be with you to the end of the world. That word world is eon in the Greek, which means a certain time, a certain time frame, right? And then you have the other world, which is the physical world we live on, called oikoumene. So when you're reading the scriptures, you have to go in depth of what exactly is the context of you reading John 3:16, people, because nobody speaks about John 3:14, John 3:15, which mentions Moses, right? But I digress. I had to touch on that real quick because he kept mentioning it. Let's get back to the video.
That's the case. Jesus had to come from that Israel. And God is the baby, the seed that she was asking for. When Jesus was starting to say,
YAHAWASHI.
He wasn't talking about salvation. You know what I mean? He wasn't talking about that. When Jesus came, he came to a fulfillment of that.
Wait a minute. You jumping all over the place. You said that. Wait a minute. She didn't come for something. Wait a minute. Hold on. What?
He wasn't talking about salvation.
Okay, he wasn't talking about salvation. So all he did was heal that woman. that still don't negate that salvation is for Israel. And also, that woman was an Israelite. Understand? Well, I'm going to prove it. Matthew chapter 15, verse 21. Then Yahawashi went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coasts and cried unto him. Pause, y'all. The word Canaan, remember, Canaan is Canaan is the grandson of Ham. Ham is the forefather of all the Africans, so we're not African. The land of Canaan was taken from them when the book of Joshua tell you pretty much how we pushed out the Hivites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Girgasites, all of them. We kicked them out. Those are descendants of Ham. We kicked them out. The land of Canaan is also, let me not say also. The land of Canaan is what the land of Israel was called prior to we kicking them out. So when it says a woman of Canaan, whatever, that just means a woman who inhabited that land. Like today, the small hats call themselves Jewish, but they can also call themselves Israelis. Why? Because the word Israeli goes back to an inhabitant of Israel. So you could be from any nation on the earth and still be an Israeli. But an Israelite is a descendant from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the difference. But anyways, so the woman who came from out of Canaan was actually an Israelite. And it also refers to her as the Syro-Phoenician woman as well. Guess what? The land of Canaan was also known as Phoenicia. Like Elder Apostle Gabar always says it. In order for you to know the mystery, you must know the history. That's why I took the Bible out of school, people. But let's get back to this lesson in hand and keep chopping him off. So, Matthew chapter 15, verse 22. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, have mercy on me, O Lord. So she had to know him. Thou son of David. She knew him. She knew who he was. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered, all right, an Israelite woman. Our women are the most, what's the word I'm looking for? The most robust, the most flamboyant women on the earth. They have the most salt. They have the most energy, right? So can you imagine this woman? I gotta do this real quick for y'all because it's my phone acting goofy. So you know how it is when a Judahite woman. I hope y'all still with me. You know how it is with a Judahite woman when she can raise her voice, she can yell, they're like, yo, Yahawashi, man, please, man, tell her to go, man. She keep yelling and screaming and coming after us, man. So what did Yahawashi say to her? To them, to his disciples. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as a footnote, because I'm reading out of my beautiful, lovely 1611. Oh, y'all can't see it. My 1611 King James Version Bible, right? And there's footnotes in here. So the footnote to when Yahawashi said, I'm only sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, Matthew 10 and 6. So you go to Matthew 10 and 5. What did he say? He told the 12, go not into the way the Gentiles enter not into the city of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel and preach the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So even Yahawashi told the disciples, listen here, when you do depart and become apostles, only go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That ain't changed. So what are you talking about? Mr. Christian dude. Let me keep going. I don't want to make this long, but I gotta get to the point. Matthew 15 to 25. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. What did he mean by casting it to dogs? Well, the scripture says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. She didn't have no shame. She was shameless. She didn't care. She wanted her daughter to be healed. That's what it means by that, all right? So it's not like he was being very rude to her. He was saying to her, like, your mannerisms is that of a dog. Where's your shame? You know what I mean? But listen to what she said in response. Verse 27, and she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table. So she humbled her soul. All right, let's get to the point now. Then Yahushua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Faith. Great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. The simple fact he said, thy faith pretty much made her whole. Whose faith only given to? The Israelites. The Israelites. So that goes to show you that woman was an Israelite. Just by the simple fact, Yahushua said, your faith. And then she called him by his name. She said, Lord, she know who he is. Let's get back to it.
He wasn't talking about that. When Jesus came, he came.
Yahawashi.
He came to fulfill all the prophets. He came to fulfill the fulfillment was complete. You know?
He came to fulfill the law, right? So if he came to fulfill the law, you know what's also written in the law? Prophecy, sir. You have the Torah. The Torah. I'm excited, y'all. I love this. And you have the Tanakh. What is the Torah? The Torah is the first 5 books of the Bible, also known as the first 5 books of Moses, also known as the first 5 books of the law. Genesis, Exodus. I want to get it right. I believe it's going to Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy, Leviticus, and Numbers. I think that's it. The first 5 books of the Bible, pretty much the first 5 books of Moses, the first 5 books of the law. So technically, if you say he came to fulfill the law, guess what's inside the law? Prophecies. Oh my gosh. Yes, sir. Inside the law is prophecies. So guess what? Even though you said the word fulfill means complete. I didn't go into the Strongs on that before I did this, so I can't confirm that. But let's say it does mean complete. Guess what? There's still prophecies in the Old Testament that have not been completed yet. Like Deuteronomy 20:68, where it says, we shall go into slavery on ships. Deuteronomy 30:7, if I'm not mistaken, saying all these plagues shall fall upon thy enemies. That ain't happy yet because they're still ruling over us. That's another cut to your doctrine or your nocturne, whatever. Anyway, let's go.
Yes, man. So that's why we're going to the Old Testament, because after he died on earth, he said it's finished. That prayer was from the people. While he was still in this group, while he was still there, people, he was honestly, he was keeping that, but he was the only one that could do that. Even certain Israel, which was that, prison certain people, he doesn't do that. Nobody can do it. As a matter of fact,
what? He said we not under the law. So you know what I'm thinking? If we not under the law, this is the same. That's why I can't take you modern day Christians seriously, man. Because I'm gonna use passion when I speak. And they go, oh, you get aggressive. Like, no, this irks me. How dare you say we're not under the law? Right? You say, okay, he said we're not under the law. Sir, if you have a wife or a girlfriend, may I have sex with her? That's rhetorical because I don't want to have sex with another man. Woman, that's crazy. And going behind another man, that's just nasty. You think about it. Oh no. But may I lay down with your woman? You look at me like I got 4 heads. And then on top of that, you'll get defensive. Why? Because according to the scriptures, the Lord said, do not commit adultery. And the Bible said, he that committed adultery wrongeth his own soul. You're not wise. Because jealousy is the rage of a man. So for you, the same man to say, we're not under the law, we can't keep the law, I bet you'll keep the law where your woman should not commit adultery on you. You see how partial y'all are? And then let me kill you on another one. Don't you know paying tithes is a part of the law to the Levitical priests? So technically, if you ain't so-called Haitian, you're not a part of the Levitical priesthood. So you can't even collect tithes if you're not a so-called Haitian, so to say. Because the Levitical priests today, the Haitians today were also known as the Levitical priests of ancient times. Those are the same people. Not to be rude or to be a stereotypical, voodoo. Who known for that? Who major in that? Haitians, right? Well, guess what? The Urim and the Thummim, which is the modern day cell phone, they had that too. They had the power to conjure up spirits. They had the power to see the future and the past. They was on a whole nother level. Yeah, the Levitical priest was a whole nother. The Levitical priest was so cold, man, that the Lord didn't even give them their own plot in Israel. The Levitical priests just lived amongst all the provinces in Israel. Judah had their own land, Levi was there. Ephraim had their own land, Levi was there. Naphtali had their own land, Levi was there. And guess what we gave Levi? We gave them tithes. Because they didn't have their own land, but they needed money for teaching us the law. So we'll give them money and we will also lodge them. So the priest was living, they was living it up. Not saying that they were being like 2/3, but they was well off. Now look at the pastors and preachers today. They too damn well off to the point that congregation will go into debt to give them damn money. That ain't how it's supposed to be. So don't talk about we ain't under the law no damn more, but y'all be partial to the law. We are under the law. If we not, allow your woman to be a swinger and see how long y'all last. Y'all got me messed up, man. Y'all not gonna be disrespecting my Lord. I'm on one.
Galatians, let's talk about those who try to do the wrong way. When it comes to automatically putting yourself on the earth, I just want to think about that.
Nah, don't throw nothing else out there. You heard me say it. See, oh man, they growing in number. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. This truth is growing. Y'all dwindling. It's a fucking problem. They're saying prosperity bull crap. Ain't nobody prosper in America. Look at Esau. Even Esau spiraled out of control. You should have sent the mother to Utah. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Edomites can't even get a job. But your own government is fighting tooth and nail, the Democrats and Republicans, to keep immigrants in. And if you're so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American, you are not an immigrant. You can never be an immigrant in your own homeland. Talk about them heathens out there. But nonetheless, though, Esau, you letting all the immigrants in, and they're taking your jobs. Because you want to pay them less or under the table so you can make a profit. You're just destroying yourself. You pour poison into the fish tank and we all swimming in it. Saying if it don't die, you make it stronger. So that's the world you have us living in right now. Let's get back to the video.
Like I said, we understand that, black people are oppressed on the end. They understand that, what's going on is a lot of people who are ignorant of Bible, there's some type of way, what I'm saying, because when it comes to this race thing.
Get straight to it. We feel some type of way because we was put in damn slavery. We were raped, robbed, and murdered, deprived from everything. All nations on earth benefited from us. When we was quote unquote freed and released after the Emancipation Proclamation, the goddamn murders increased even worse, even more, because when there was a treaty, we was down in the devil's punch bowl. Man, they did a great slaughter to people down there in them bayous, man. They slaughtered thousands of us after they so-called let us free. And we never got, as a whole nation of people, we never got therapy. So what you call YNs today, what you call Tatianas today, they are all an amalgamation. And they are all the remnants of post-traumatic slave syndrome. So should we feel some type of way? You goddamn right we do. The Lord feels some type of way. Even the Lord said he required that which is past. You trying to tell us to get over the past? No. You better read the book of Revelation. If not, I'll read it for you. The book of Revelation, chapter 13. Girl, tired of these damn Christians, man. We trying to rule the world. Y'all want to befriend Esau. We trying to give a damn about you. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints, marching in. Oh, when those saints come. Yeah, remember that song that y'all was taught when you was a young child, a young lad? Right. Yep. The saints won't. The same people that put them into captivity to go into captivity. The same people that slayed them with the sword to be slayed with the sword. And that's the patience and the faith that we have. So y'all can keep on with this modern day Christianity bullcrap, kumbaya, let's hold hands while Esau still dropping bombs, sniping children over in Gaza. Oh my God, man, that's still, even though they're heathens, them still children. Like you, man, the autopsy, the ballistic test said that those children were sniped from like 400 yards out. And guess what they said, y'all? Some of the children was like 4 years old, 5 years old, using them as target practice. I don't want to hear shit you got talking about. All this love and kumbaya and coming together. No, Esau ain't trying to come together with nobody. Nobody. I just saw an article where Russia mocked Germany and Ukraine because Germany told Ukraine, could you please stop sending your young men who are war ready into our country? Because they pretty much changed the policy to where young men can now enter into Germany, and compared to the day of before, or should I say prior to the war between Russia and Ukraine, they said the influx of those young men was tenfold. They had to send a letter to Ukraine saying, yo, can I cut back a little bit? And Russia made a mockery. It's like you don't understand the world we're living in right now, man. The Lord is getting ready to wage war on everybody that's not with him. Hey, like your boy said in state property, either get down or lay down. That's it, man. But nonetheless, though, every knee shall bow. So either get down or stay down. The Lord is not bulljamming with y'all, man. See about to me. You damn right. You damn right. We not gonna get back? What book are you reading? Okay, matter of fact, I got one real quick. Want to get that? The Lord said it. I ain't gotta say it. You can read it for yourself. But see, they don't read it. If they do read it, they ain't gonna bring it out. So we gotta bring it to them. Gotta bring it to your front door like you ordered it. I mean, this is Colossians chapter 3, verse 25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respected persons. Come again? Yes, the Lord said he gonna get some get back. And also the Lord even said, he that toucheth you touches the apple of my eye. And you even admit we the Lord's people. The original. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you say it.
Mistreated us. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I understand him, that has, racism as a thing. That is not a respected person.
What? What's that again? Hold on, wait a minute. Did you just put your own foot in your mouth? Is this called entrapment? Let me do that.
I understand him, that has, racism as a thing. That is not a respected person. And I used to.
Racism was made and they were not a respected person. Even the Lord said that man would cleave to his own kind. And birds of a feather will flock together. But nonetheless, though, the simple fact you said no respected person, I literally just read a verse where it said, he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong that he done. Esau ain't received no punishment or no recompense for what they done. And you trying to say we wrong? Hey, the scripture say, hey, you out there be God rather than man. Who are you? Were you called? Were you sent? I doubt it. Shit. Got this arm sleeve, looking around and shit like you know what I'm saying? You ducking and dodging and do you owe $20 from and all that. Come on, man, stop.
Just trying to educate people to the change from just that I realize that people start taking it too far with that. You know what I'm saying? I was simply trying to do was let people know that.
This is what I don't like about modern day Christians, even they modern day people. Like they take it too far. Okay, one is taking it too far. He won't even go into it. He'll jump to another subject. Sir, with all due respect, Paul said every man has a new revelation, a new doctrine, but let all things be unto edifying. You can't even lay the foundation of your own arguments, so how can we build? Because the word edify, forgive me. The word edify goes back to the word edifice, E-D-I-F-E. Hold on, E-D-I-F. E-D-I-F-I-C-E, edifice, which is like a Latin word, a Spanish word, which means a statue, a building, edificio. So edifying means to build. I swear, man, you can't tell me we're the Lord's people. What they say up north? Hey, yo, man, come to the crib, yo, we can build. Jake, man, bro, we a long time, sir. I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited. Yeah. So, sir, you can't even build a strong foundation of an argument for us to build on. How are we taking it too far, sir? Please expound. You ain't got to stay inbound. Just explain. Go in depth. And leave your emotions at the front door. Everybody asked you to bring that in here.
Yes, there was a person telling people and last
Israel was the Lord's original people, chosen people, the same people. What do you mean the original people? The same people. Oh my God. I gotta go. I'm going to Joel real quick. It's so many pieces I could have went. At 15%. All right, I'm gonna close that soon. I'm excited. I was at 52 when I first started. All right, so I'm going to Joel. Tell me something. We were the Lord's original. So what? He got a whole new people. He got a whole new breed of people now. That don't make no sense, man. Remember what it says in Malachi 3:6? I am the Lord. I change not. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna leave that bookmark right there with a Joel at. But let me go to Malachi, because he tried to say that we were the Lord's original people. Like he got new people. Malachi 3:6. For I am Yahawah. All capital letters is his name. I am Yahawah. So okay. I changed not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. He didn't mention no new people. He said you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Joel chapter 2, verse 27. I'm closing out soon. Joel chapter 2. I always get that Micah and that Joel mixed up because of this print. Wait a minute. Bear with me for a moment. That's what happens. There we go. Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahawah, your power, or that I am Yahawah Alahayanawa, and none else, and my people, and my people, and my people shall never be ashamed. The Lord clearly said that I am in the midst of you, and I am no other people's God. Come on, man. We'll close out.
People, those people, that's people that is basically that people credit there was all different, credits and sayings and stuff like that. And it's not there because people like saying that say, oh, is it a caps in my side or is it my seed? And all these cats, man, they're out here deceiving people, man. It's a piece.
This might be the one time I agree with him. IUIC is waking up people up to that they're Israelites, but their doctrine is absolute dogma. Or dog water. Straight up. Absolute deceptive. And it truly is, Like I had a conversation with a Jake at my job about how IUIC walked up on the congregation that was at the church. I said, I do not condone that at all. And I'm an Israelite. I believe I'm an Israelite. And I went to scripture and everything like that. But nonetheless, though, man, these modern day Christian men, they're losing and they're snoozing and they still sleep. So with that being said, I truly pray y'all was edifying, fed, stay in the spirit, and fear, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent, come with Allah, shalom.